Let's shift our focus. Let's start talking a little bit about the Cavs. They hired an assistant coach and made some headlines. Lindsay Gottlieb was the head women's coach at Cal Berkeley. She becomes an assistant for John Beilein. What do you think of this? Certainly she has the credentials, without question, has been the National Coach of the Year and has led her team to the Final Four, has been the Pac-12 Coach of the Year. The coaching credentials are there. What do you make of this, Chris?
Whether the Cavs are right or wrong in this, Dave, and there are no guarantees that a rebuild is actually going to be successful. There are a lot of things that have to go right for this organization. There are some teams that go into this rebuild, Dave, and they're stuck in it for 5 to 10 years. The Cavs probably would still be rebuilding if LeBron James didn't come back to save them. But whether they're right or wrong, they believe in people, and they're going to bet on people. That's a big reason why they drafted Colin Sexton with the 8th overall pick, despite the questions about his playmaking, his vision, his outside shot. They were betting on the person, his work ethic, his character, his toughness, his leadership, all of those different things. And the Cavs, when they went into this coaching search, Dave, they didn't say, okay, we're going to get this particular person from this particular experience level or this connection to our organization. They said, we want a culture driver who is going to be great when it comes to developing young players, that is going to find a way to get the most out of these young players that we're trying to build this organization with. We want somebody who's going to build something that's been around winning and make this sustainable. So they didn't factor in age, they didn't factor in race, they didn't factor in gender. They just had certain criteria that they were looking for from a coach, and they went John Beilein, but the same goes true when it comes to Lindsay Gottlieb. She has been around winning programs before. She is really, really smart. She spent some time around the Golden State Warriors watching their practice, picking the brain of Steve Kerr. She's really innovative. She's a forward thinker. She's not going to put her players in a box because that's the conventional way of doing things. And I just think the Cavs are being true to the things that they believe deep down are going to matter when it comes to building a franchise. I don't know that they're going to be right. I think the lack of experience for John Beilein and Lindsay Gottlieb may matter, but it also may be offset by the fact that J.B. Bickerstaff has been a head coach for 3 years in the NBA, and he brings the experience that those two lack. But they're betting big on people, and they believe that they're hiring the right people for this kind of thing, Dave, because a rebuild is not for everybody. It wasn't for Ty Lue. It wasn't for other coaches of the past. It could be for John Beilein and somebody like Lindsay Gottlieb.